Download this code from codegive.com, link in the description below. Reducing garbage collection, GC, overhead in Golang, is a critical consideration for high-performance applications, especially those that require low latency and high throughput processing. Below is an informative tutorial on strategies to reduce GC overhead, along with code examples. Understanding garbage collection in Go. Go uses a garbage collector to manage memory automatically. While this makes memory management easier, it can introduce latency and performance bottlenecks, especially in applications with high memory churn. Here are some strategies to reduce GC overhead. 1. Reduce allocations. The fewer objects you allocate, the less work the GC has to do. 2. Use object pools. Reuse objects instead of allocating new ones. 3. Minimize short-lived objects. Avoid creating many short-lived objects that quickly become unreachable. 4. Use value semantics. Prefer using values rather than pointers when possible. Strategy 1. Reduce allocations. One of the simplest ways to reduce GC overhead is to minimize the number of allocations. This can be achieved by reusing buffers or avoiding unnecessary temporary objects. Example: Go package main import fmt strings func main / using strings.builder to reduce allocations. var sb strings.builder for I equals 0, I 1000, I++. SB write string, hello. SB write string, world, \n. fmt.println, SB string. In this example, we use strings.builder to concatenate strings. This reduces the number of intermediate string allocations. Strategy 2, use object pools. Using nsync.pool can help you reuse objects instead of allocating new ones each time. Example: Go package main import fmt sync type my struct a int b string var pool equals sync.pool new func interface return and my struct func main / get an object from the pool. Obj equals pool.get my struct. Object A equals 42. Object B equals hello. fmt.println, obj / reset the object before putting it back. Object A equals 0. Object B equals / put the object back in the pool for reuse. Pool.put, obj. In this example, sync.pool is used to manage a pool of mystruct objects, which can be reused across multiple calls, thus reducing allocations. Strategy 3, minimize short-lived objects. Avoid creating many short-lived objects. For example, avoid returning slices or maps that are immediately discarded. Example: Go package main import fmt func main / instead of returning a new slice, modify an existing one. nums equals make int 0 10 / pre-allocate slice with a capacity. For I equals 0, I 10, I++. nums equals append, nums, I. fmt.println, nums. In this example, we pre-allocate a slice to avoid repeated allocations during appending, reducing GC pressure. Strategy 4, use value semantics. When appropriate, use value types instead of pointers. For small structs, passing by value can avoid the overhead of pointer dereferencing. Example: Go package main Import FMT. Type point struct. X, Y int. Func move, P point, point. P.x++. P.y++. Return P. Func main. P equals point x, 1, y, 2. P equals move, P. fmt.println, P. In this example, we pass a small struct point by value. For small data types, this can be more efficient than using pointers. Conclusion. By applying these strategies, reducing allocations, using object pools, minimizing short-lived objects, and employing value semantics, you can significantly reduce garbage collection overhead in your Go applications. Always profile your application to identify bottlenecks and ensure that your optimizations have the desired effect. Tools like Prof can help you analyze memory usage and GC performance. Further reading. Go documentation on garbage collection, https://golang.org/doc/gc-guide. Go blog post on understanding Go's garbage collector, https://blog.golang.org/garbage-collection. Prof documentation for profiling Go applications. By keeping these strategies in mind, you can create more efficient and performant Go applications that handle memory more effectively.